I guess the YouTube employees are, I think they're being told to be very overt anymore. I was driving home yesterday and I'm thinking, I'm gonna just take a break for a few days. Sometimes I just feel like, you know, sick of making videos, because I know that, I mean, I know it's what I'm called to do at this exact moment right now. Just like other people are called to do counter videos by their father and boss at this moment. But then I scroll down, you know how you have related videos on the side there. When you're subbed to a channel, but it's not the bell, you don't have the bell. So I see this Corvette video from, you know, Joshua James over there, and I look at him like, oh man, here we go, straight as obvious as all hell. Once again, another channel connected, and then you watch the video, there's no sound. Steve's just walking with his camera, showing his shiny little red Corvette. Ooh. And then I'm like, well, I guess I better show this too before he deletes it, because that's what he does. Sure enough, after I make the video, that video is freaking out. It's just like, you know what I mean? Like, what would be the point of deleting the video if I wasn't dead on? Why would you delete the video? It's only 10 seconds. I mean, it's, you know what I mean? Because you do see a reflection in the window when you pause it right around, I forget the number, but there's 1 second there, right towards the end, that you see the head and hair of a reflection. So that's why he deleted it real fast, because he thought, oh shit, maybe there is a reflection. Delete. It's like you want to just scream from the rooftops, hey everybody, I am Satan! Idiots! Except for you, Robin, I can't freaking shake you! You're gonna get slain anyway. Yeah, I was already slain for the Word of God long time ago. Now I do understand. Your 450 false prophets, modern day prophets, Steve, are, again, if anybody doesn't know who Steve is, SJD, it's the guy that is on YouTube and Gematria that claims to be Jesus Christ. So when people hear me talk about this name, SJD, this is why I do that, because, well, let's face it, it's, to me, and many others that are on YouTube that understand, there's a few people out there that are claiming to be Jesus Christ, but there's only one person that is claiming that they wrote the book of Gematria and everything in there, 1212 and 202, lines up with, well, his name confirms that he is Jesus Lord, and you know, all those other spirits from before. He's Elijah and Moses, and he's John the Baptist because he baptized himself and turned into Jesus at the same time. So it's amazing how that happens. But with your 450 false prophets, and you're supposed to be Elijah from before, and you said you have your memory now, and now all of a sudden, now you remember everything from Adam to the first one to the last one, and you have your memory, but yet you don't remember slaying those 450 false prophets with your tongue? Now, did they turn to God at that moment, become saved? I don't know, it's still up for debate, you know, because I can see that when I'm slaying your 450 false prophets today, well, however many of them that come up and, you know, with their accounts and everything, there's many of you guys. When they get slain, yeah, they literally leap up on the altar and start cutting themselves. Because it's like they're getting slain by the true word of God, and it sickens them to death. And they get so pissed off. And then I say to them, no, get over here. Don't let any of them escape. I want you all to hear this. And I hope you're getting disgusted at me. Because that's you jumping up on the altar, cutting yourselves. Because the demons are just like, I don't know what to do. Fuck! Robin! So when I see you riding in your little red Corvette, and I know you like wordplay, I know you love, because you showed many times, you showed the rap songs, the Eminem songs, the Nicki Minaj songs, talking about those being she's a word witch. Yeah, I agree. But you really love that music, huh? Jamming in your Corvette. And you look at the other videos, it's a robot talking. And then before that, when you deleted, once I actually caught your account, the Joshua James account, in your foul mouth, and showed that that's you're scribing words. The clown, talking about the clown, and then I showed the videos of you calling us all clowns in the clown show, and Tyler's a clown, look at the clown. I mean, it couldn't be any more obvious to me. But to other people, if you can't see that, you're either told not to see it, or you know, you're just still blind. That's all. Still blind towards it. And for the people that keep commenting, why don't you leave them alone? You're gonna find yourself needing to make a new account. Because if I'm just a sub on my channel, and you already know that I'm relentless and I don't let up. When I see a fraudulent shark, I don't let him off the hook. I don't take the hook out of his mouth and throw him back. So when you already know that about me, and you say something stupid like that, see ya. Remember, don't forget to unsub. That way I don't have credit for having subs that aren't watching. Unsub before you make another troll account. And I do like that my comment section is dwindling away, because it's less to go through. And because I'm just harpazoing up, you know, the tares that are in the field, because I don't need you in my field. I don't want you in my field. You can continue to get slain by the word of God and cut yourself up on the altars there, but other than that, you can keep your opinion to yourself. If you don't mind, of course. But when it comes to that, because I've been doing this for a long time now, it feels like a freaking eternity. I'm just not taking anybody's shit with the comments. That's all. It's just easier that way. Less searching, less reading. I don't have to get back to certain people who, you know, I pretty much look at the comment section as everyone is a potential trollish agent. Just the way it is. And but others have been kind all the way through, respectful all the way through. Some accounts I remember from a while back, and others I remember from a while back too. And then I search back in other videos, and I remember the words that were said before, and I see them again today, and well, you just get blocked. I mean, it's my right, it's my prerogative. So, as Barb would say, a tread lightly, or yous will get tread on, all of yous. You know, when you see a new account, here's the thing. When you see a new account, because, you know, it's your channel and you're used to reading the comments, so you see who's the usual commenters, and then a new account pops up after you've already blocked a known idiot. You block the idiot, and then a new account comes up, and then it has the same type of words as the idiot that you blocked. So then you block that idiot, and that's why people like Mark 18, Mod Zero have 40-something plus accounts willingly admitted to it, because, well, Robin, hey Robin, why don't you answer this question? You have like 4 or 5 other accounts, and you said that we were all trolls, and we have all these accounts. Now, can you answer all 17,000 of my questions, Tom? Because I'm trying to deter you from my boss, Steven. Yeah, you know the names of my accounts. Do you see my names trolling you? Anybody? Anyone? Do you see Summer is here trolling you, or beating a troll to a pole, or the final open forum, or No Man Knows the Hour? Did you see any of those accounts trolling you? Because those are the names. Because I remember the last account that I made, which was beating trolls to a pole. I used it a couple times commenting on you know, the opposition's channel, and I made one video. I made one video, right? And I was I was playing on the video. I was acting. And I posted the video. And the Andrea Lynn, her other account, Jamie the Rabbit, the same scribed, disgusting type of language that she uses, made a comment about, oh yeah, good, nice try, Rob. You're so pathetic. You're so pathetic. You freaking scumpy piece. And I'm like, wow, that's so amazing, because I went back to look at the video that I posted up. I just had a basketball there, right? And I was talking, but it wasn't. I was doing a different voice, because that's what I do. Right? I make different voices. And I didn't even have one view. on that video. So how did Jamie the Rabbit know that it was me? Huh? Unless you are, you know, working from the inside and you're able to see the video because, you know, because you're the one that watches the video first. That's amazing, ain't it? No views, but you had your comment. Jamie the Rabbit, the same vile and disgusting words that Andrea Lynn would always say to me. So when I point out who Andrea is and what she knows, that's what she knows. Andrea knows. Doesn't matter to me who believes me. I already know from my history of dealing with and allowing these people to spew their nonsense on my channel for months at a time. Doing live streams and they're just constantly spewing and spewing and spewing. And I'm reading all the comments and I'm connecting the dots to how agents talk. And then that's when I was to the point where I'm like, what? You know, it just doesn't make sense that you're still on my channel. And I mean, you don't have to watch. You know, you can change the channel. It's easy to do. You can just take your little finger and push the button that says unsubscribe, and you never have to listen to me ever again. So for the people that are continuing to watch, and you have that strong opposition feeling, scribe when you're scribing, it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me. Well, Robin, you keep harping on this SJD Steve. I don't know who he is. It's just some guy that you keep talking about. That's because I know who he is. It's that simple. That's because I know who you are. I know who you people are. The ones that, you know, the ones that work for the illuminated eye. The ones that are getting commands from the guy with the, you know, with the midlife crisis ordeal going on. It's funny, I have new neighbors. I usually don't wake up 6 in the morning, right? So Monday I woke up 6 in the morning. I drove down the street and it was quiet. It was super quiet. And then today and yesterday, my new neighbors that live up on the hill as I make to the right, it's like there's two sets of neighbors that if I go to the right, I have to look at because they're in my view. Because as I'm driving, I go around like this. So this neighbor it's kind of like this guy right here, just without the blinkers. It's kind of like that neighbor there, and and it's up on a hill, right? So the headlights are on now. You know, like 6. It doesn't matter, because a couple times they got up 6:15 or 6:30, but it's right around 6 o'clock. And what happens is they have their lights on, aiming directly down at me so I can look at them. And then as I drive, anytime they figure out your pattern, if it's a new pattern, they'll do something. So there's the 3 more. There's 4 altogether that, well, 5, well, 6, 7. But I'm saying the ones that are doing the consistent put their lights on and then backing up right before as I'm driving through them, that they're still back, because Steve tells them to back up. Steve tells them to put their lights on. Steve tells them to open up the garage door. Steve tells them to do everything. So why do I keep harping on Steve? Oh, because I know who he is. Can't be any more obvious to me. I mean, anymore. I'm just waiting for him to come out and say it, because here's what happens all throughout YouTube. You say whatever it is that you know as a fact, but it's true, but it's a theory to everybody else. When you state your fact, all the trolls, the paid agents, they give you they give you shit for saying it, and then time goes by, and then everybody else is saying it too, and then it actually comes true, because they're at the point where they start telling you the truth anyway. Like for instance, mainly the shootings and killings and everything. You know it's straight crap from the beginning. So I'm just waiting for Steve to come out and just flat out say it. I mean, well, I don't know. I think he has too much pride, right, Steve? You got too much pride, don't you? I just thought you were not afraid. You know, like your boy Eminem said so, that you're not afraid. But apparently you are, because you're caught red-handed. Satan is, well, his minions, right? His minions, those clowns, they're the ones that are super obvious. Again, I just think Satan is just the energy that you choose. He's the influence that you choose. It's your choice, good or evil. Which one you want to pick? So how obvious they are, you know, just like the people that you hire, they're obvious too. But they will absolutely go to the very end, denying every last word. And I have a feeling that you just don't have the balls to do it, because, well, you're sworn to secrecy, right? But is it a secret that you believe that you're Satan? Because I know you don't believe you're Jesus, and your workers know that you're not Jesus either. They just know that they have a job to do. It's that catnap job. The ones that take catnaps. It's just take catnaps. What do you take catnaps for? Like, who does that? It's the weirdest thing I've ever heard. Catnaps throughout the day. Only cats are supposed to nap like that, because they're cats. It's in their nature. So your nature as a human isn't to catnap. I mean, to take a nap, sure. But to take several throughout the day doesn't make sense. All that tells me is you're doing shift change, Andrea. Okay? You're doing shift change, Lefty, whatever your name is. You guys take turns. You guys know, you guys communicate with each other so well. The gig is up. And again, I said this, you guys will get the victory over us. Alright? I just want you guys to know that now. You will get the victory over us. We will be silenced. There's going to be a time very shortly that you're not going to hear me anymore. And you're not going to hear anybody else who YouTube knows that is coming out telling the truth. You know why they're doing things so obviously? Because they're trying to separate the tares from the wheat. They want to know, who do they have to shut up when it's time to shut them up? If YouTube continues on for a few days after they do that, after our dead bodies are lying in the streets, you know, in the world, because when we're dead to the world, our bodies are going to be lying in the streets. So they want to know who's who so they can do that. And I know this, I'm famous to the world. The earth, they don't know me. But to the world, the people on earth they don't have a clue who I am. The people of the world, they know exactly who I am. And I'm very famous to the people of this world. The rulership of this world, well, it's been Satan from the beginning. The people on earth, they really have no clue what's getting ready to happen. Completely blinded by the light. You know, wrapped up like a douche in the middle of the night. Hey, do you know why they invented sneakers instead of like flip-flops and sandals? Because when you wear flip-flops, well, you're flipping and you're flopping and you're flipping and you're flopping and you flip flop flop, and you make a lot of noise. But when you hop into a pair of sneakers, you can sneak around quietly because you have sneakers on. The words of names of things, when you think about it, what is this? A Snickers. A Snickers. A Snickers bar. Snickers. So anyway, I was gonna take a break. I really was. But then I seen Steve make his video of that's his way of rubbing it in your face, people. That's his way of, ha 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 ha. I'm a poor suffering servant. Yeah, right. I love my Corvette. Oh, I love it. I've had it since I was like 40. You drive back and forth to your studio when you decide to make videos in your Linwood, Michigan, Gabriel, Michael Gabriel, A-frame, diamond-shaped Illuminati, bloodshed roof. That looks like you probably stained it with blood. I'm willing to bet that that's the reason why it's red. It's stained with blood. But you know, how could that possibly be? If people are buried in your backyard and all that stuff, I mean, come on, you would have. If that was true, you would have been convicted. You know what I mean? You would have been locked up if it was true. And then if it's true, well, then it just means that, well, you know, hey, you can get away with what you want to get away with. And I understand. Again, Steve, you're supposed to be confident in this time of trouble. Just like your boys, the twins, because you are unfaithful men. But look in the mirror, because being that way is just like the same as, you know, a broken tooth and a joint out of place. You know where that verse is, Steve. I see. I went, you know, here's what I did. I went back to all the subscribers And I only put notifications on a few of them now. That way my phone stops. It stops with all the notifications. Because I guess I just get tired of seeing all the other... Like, I subscribe to some news channels because I want to stay in a loop with the... But then it's like, I already understand. The war, I get it. It's going to be rumors of wars just like I said it would be since April 7th of this year. All the way up till the 6th seal is opened up. So, there's no point in watching. I don't care what they have to say. I already know it's just whatever. Just all I got to do is read the Bible, and I can tell you what's going on in the news. And I love that the more you read it, the more clarification happens. The spiritual understanding of it just continues to pour out. So just like the news, everything's just a story. It's a live, no, not live, but it's a soap opera, just like the soap operas of these days. These days of our lives, as the world turns, you know, as the liars expand. They have an episode every day. It's a new episode every day. That's why they got you used to watching soap operas, because they always have a new episode, those soap operas. And I would only know because, you know, my mom watches them all the time, and it has been for a long time. You know, since I was a child, I remember ding, 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 ding. Oh wait, no, that's Jeopardy. It's the other one. It kind of sounds similar. One Life to Live, I believe it is. But hey, that's what you guys believe. Yeah, one life to live. And then you just get old, crinkled, and you die. So what good is it? What good is it to rule the world, Steve, when you lose your soul, right? I mean, again, I just think everybody's going to find out the hard way. And I'll be the first one there to pull you back up, Steve. When you get humbled, when God chops you down till 7 times passes over you. Because when we get shut down, our job is done. My testimony is finished. I can just retire, relax, sit back, watch the show, and when you fall, afterwards, I'll be right there, Steve. I'll pull you up. I'll give you a big old hug and tell you that I love you. And say, nice try, Steve.